prior to the shot, maybe with the body. Yep.
Lindsey Harding, Price on her, woman-to-woman D by Atlanta. 8.5 to play, game 1 of this playoff series. Coleman bounced pass, got kicked, and shot clock reset to 14.
Well, it is easier for the post players to handle a bounce pass inside, but you have to understand the spacing and the angles right there. The quick hands and feet of the Atlanta Dream defense has been very tough for Washington to deal with this evening.
10 to shoot. Harding looking, now they go zone. This is Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Curry got him, heist it up. Can't get the fall down. Ball's tipped out and controlled by Marissa Coleman. And the Mystics have a fresh 24.
Well, that's the effort that it's going to take for Washington to get back into this game. They're right there, but Atlanta is playing really smart defense inside.
Mystics need this one. And Coleman knocks it down.
Well, Marissa Coleman off the bench, providing that X factor tonight. And this team in DC has done it by committee this year without their 4-time All-Star Elena Beard.
Coleman's now into double figures with 10. Chant defense from the home team. McCautry, though, will silence the fans for a brief moment. She's got 23.
Well, McCautry is just amazing at getting things done offensively. She has it made up in her mind, and you can tell when she gets the ball that she knows she's going to score or be fouled.
Coleman being very assertive on the offensive end. She goes to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on McCautry. That's her 4th. 7:29 left in this 4th quarter. Coleman 8 of the last 10 missed 6 points. She can add to that with a couple free throws here and down by 7.
Marissa Coleman shoots 76% from the line this season, but has really provided some leadership in only her 2nd year out of the University of Maryland. But at Maryland, you saw how productive she could be. Had 42 points in an NCAA game in the tournament.
19 to 25 for the Mystics. 6 of 11 meantime for Atlanta. It is a 5-point deficit.
And Coco Miller has been quiet as of late the last couple of minutes. She has been blistering all night offensively for the Dream.
McCautry step back jumper is good. And it's back up by 7. She's got 25 points.
Well, you can just tell after that shot, McCautry, she's from Baltimore. She looked over to her friends over there and said, see what I can do.
Langhorn's showing what she can do off the window.
Crystal Langhorn has provided so many different aspects to her offensive game this year.
That's a foul on Kia Sanford. That's her 4th, and it's the team's 3rd as the Mystics going back to that 2-3 zone with 6:50 left. It's a 5-point deficit. Curry's going to check out. Smith will check in for Curry. 6 points on 1 of 9 shooting from Mo, as she's going to get a bit of a breather.
Well, you can tell what the game plan is for Julie Plank right now is to mix things up defensively, trying to get Atlanta off balance.
12 to shoot. Price left wing. A 2-3 matchup zone. McCautry with 5 to shoot. Wide open Price. That's going to be short. Offensive rebound from Coco Miller. Ball's loose, and we've got a loose ball foul on Coco for pushing down Lindsey Harding.
And she did, because she knew the speed of Lindsey Harding in terms of getting to that 50-50 ball. Coco was trying to tip it back out to Price up top. But in doing so, got tangled up with Harding.
That's a 3rd personal on Coco. Mystics can carve into this lead even further now, down by 5 with possession.
Well, Atlanta sticking with that 2-3 zone. De Sousa inside, taking up most of the lane with her outstretched arms.
Atlanta going 2-3. 13 to shoot. Langhorn way out top. Atlanta will take that. Now Harding, jumper, way off the mark, and we've got a loose ball foul on the Mystics. It's on Langhorn. That's her 4th. And the team's 4th, so Atlanta controls.
Well, both teams are battling for the boards, and we said at the top of the game that Atlanta is the top rebounding team in this league at 39 per game. So you know they're going to be very aggressive and assertive at getting themselves in position to board.
Price jump pass, Little got her shot kind of forced into an awkward angle, missed it, but Atlanta somehow comes up with it as Harding just fell down, slipped on the hardwood, and Atlanta controls. Harding is holding her right foot, and she's asking for help.
Oh, well, that's not good news for Washington.
Price kick out, 10 to shoot. Miller launches, no good. Price offensive putback, can't get the ball to Sosa. Finally gets it to go for Atlanta, and Julie Plank wants a timeout. 5 shots at the hoop for Atlanta on that trip, and they get the final one to go. The Mystics want a timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:33 left here in the fourth. Atlanta 77, the Mystics 70. You're watching WNBA playoffs on NBA TV. (77-70), Atlanta leading the Washington Mystics, and it's got to be tough, Chrissy, for Elena Beard to be watching this. She's been sidelined the entire season. Was the top player for the Mystics last year, but she's been out the entire year with ankle surgery.
Right, and Katie Smith said yesterday that she's doing what is best for her, and that's to heal and make sure that she is 100% ready to get back on the court for Washington next season. And so being in the playoffs this year for the second consecutive year here at DC, it is tough mentally to sit on the sidelines. If you've ever had an injury, you know what I'm speaking of, and so she's been very dedicated to getting herself back together. But I know she wants nothing more than to be out on this floor tonight.
5:33 left as the Mystics are trying to get back into this thing. They've done that, but now trying to make a late run here and make it even more dicey for the Atlanta Dream. Almost turned over, 12 to shoot for Langhorne. Looking, can't find anybody. Finally gets it to Ajavon, jumper, got it.
Well, Mattia Ajavon to the rescue on that play. You had bodies diving on the floor, Atlanta scrapping for the ball, Washington keeping possession and nailing the shot.
77-72, Ajavon off the pine with 10 points. Little left elbow, looking down low to Sousa, camping out in the lane, trying to take Langhorne off the dribble, can't get the ball. Melvin with the rebound, and the Mystics control under 5 to play.
And that's been a very effective set for Atlanta. The high-low look with the length and size of the post players, tough to guard.
Katie Smith now off to Ajavon, under 10 to shoot. Ajavon sees it, will crack a 3. Got hit, and she's going to shoot 3.
Well, Mattia Ajavon is offense in a can. Crack it open, and then there she goes. I mean, just easy for her to find a way to score or get fouled.
Coco Miller just said, the official, you got to be kidding me. But I think that was the right call, as the Mystics are trying to get more bench points from Ajavon. As a team, Mystics have outscored Atlanta 28-14. And looking for more here.
Mattia Ajavon shoots 77% from the foul line, but she really has provided a punch off the bench all year. She and Marissa Coleman both.
Ajavon has played 9 minutes, scored 11 points so far. She's got one more free throw coming, so you're right, offense in a can. Just open it up and see what happens.
There you go, 4 for 8 from the floor, 50%.
Got the second one more coming. 4:34 left, fourth quarter. As the Mystics, if they make this free throw, down by as many as 17, will be down just one possession.
Well, this play by Mattia Ajavon could prove to be the momentum changer that the Washington Mystics have been wanting the entire night. And Atlanta has been keeping the Mystics at bay by hitting critical jumpers. But if Washington can get a stop right here, that could change things for them.
Ajavon with 13 points. It is a point ball game. Crowd on their feet. Castro Marquez just checked in. All finding Little underneath for the cut through and the lay-in. Little's got 5. Better look from Castro Marquez. It's back to a 4-point lead for Atlanta.
Well, the pick and roll right down the middle of the paint again for Atlanta.
Ajavon can't get that one to go, and Little with another rebound. She's got 8. And we're at 4 to play.
Well, both teams like to score in the paint. Atlanta just holds a 2-point advantage there, 36-34. But their points have been right away.
Castro Marquez with the 3 and pumps her fist in exhilaration. She's got 17. It's a 7-point lead for Atlanta.
We were talking about a momentum changer. That right there was a momentum changer for the Atlanta Dream. Big time shot by Castro Marquez.
Offensive foul on Crystal Langhorne using the elbow, and that is her 5th. It was a 50-50 ball, but she used the elbow and cleared out McCautry, and it's Atlanta basketball.
Well, you see Crystal Langhorne, she has, wow, it just looked like she lost balance because someone was holding her arm, but she was whistled for the foul. But they are playing.
That's a big foul too,
basketball.
because
It is.
it's also the team's 5th.
Yeah.
So Atlanta's shooting free throws.
They're going to shoot it now, and that's critical. But Atlanta now needs to take care of business on their end and knock the free throws in and finish the game. And what a critical game this will be for Atlanta to get this win on the road in Washington after just losing to them just Sunday.
Yeah, they were never in that game. I mean,
Yeah.
Mystics led from start to finish, but here tonight, Angel McCautry now with 26. Trying to make it 27 and push that lead up to 9 with 3:36 left.
Well, she averages 21 points a game and well over that right now, but another opportunity to score for Atlanta here.
That is inexcusable if you're the Mystics. You gotta box out on free throws. Atlanta controls, almost turn it over. It bounces back to Price, lobs it down, Little corrals it, then lost it. Picked up by Lindsey Harding, and taken back by Atlanta to Little. And then Marissa Coleman with the steal. 2-on-1 the other way. Coleman wisely will hold it up. Katie Smith gonna crack a big three. Can't get that one to fall. And we've got a foul on Curry, and Atlanta goes the other way to shoot 2.
But that was a smart play by Marissa Coleman. But this playoff series and all the playoff series in the WNBA are going to be won by the team that wants it more. And tonight it looks like at this point that Atlanta has that extra desire to win.
So to the line is Castro Marquez, trying to add to her 17 points. Foul was on Monique Curry, and that is just her 2nd. So you can tell that shot was off from the release. As a team, Atlanta just 7 of 14 from the free throw line, but still they've got a 8-point lead. This is a both. But again, Sancho Little gets fouled by the Mystics. Atlanta goes back to the line to shoot 2. So 2 straight possessions, Christy. Atlanta gets the rebound on the missed free throws.
Well, the rebounds have been dominated tonight by Atlanta, 38-35. But as we said earlier, in the 3 games of the 4 matchups against these 2 teams in the regular season, Washington has either matched Atlanta on the boards or exceeded them. And in the 1 loss, Atlanta had out-rebounded Washington. So clearly, that has been the difference in this game. The 2nd and 3rd opportunities for Atlanta, as well as the fast break points. You look at Atlanta's fast break points at 16. The Mystics only was 7. They've been very effective with those 2 things.
Little 1 and 2. Mystics the other way. Under 3 to play. Coleman, tough reversal, gets the whistle, and she's going to shoot 2. Atlanta's got a 9-point lead to Sosa with the foul. That is her 5th personal.
Well, you like to see Marissa Coleman making up her mind offensively with the ball and deciding to drive hard with it and take that contact and get to the line. And she's really matured as a player. But Atlanta, they know that Washington may have one more run in them because of the pride that they have on their home court. They're 13-4 here in D.C.
And Atlanta's got to be kicking themselves, Chrissy, 8 of 17 from the free throw line. So we'll keep an eye on that. If that will come back to haunt Atlanta. Coleman makes that free throw as a team. Mystics 24 of 30. Coleman off the bench with 14. Mystics got to pick up the pressure here. Harding hounding Price in the backcourt. Got to be careful though, and she does get whistled for the reach in, and Price will shoot 2 free throws. That's a 2nd on Lindsey Harding.